US lawmakers meet Tibetan Parliament-in-Exile in Dharamshala. US delegation visits Tibetan Parliament-in-Exile. A US congressional delegation visited the Tibetan Parliament-in-Exile in Dharamshala on Tuesday, 18th June. The top delegation, which includes former US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, arrived in India earlier today. The American delegation was received by officials of the Central Tibetan Administration at Kangra Airport. The bipartisan US delegation is led by Michael McCaul, Republican chair of the US House Foreign Affairs Committee. The lawmakers are also scheduled to meet with the Tibetan spiritual leader, the Dalai Lama, in Dharamshala. McCaul affirmed President Joe Biden's intention to sign the Resolve Tibet Act, which was passed last week by the Congress. The Resolve Tibet Act calls on Beijing to resume talks with Tibetan leaders to peacefully resolve their governance dispute with China. The US House of Representatives passed the bill promoting a resolution to the Tibet-China Dispute Act, also known as the Resolve Tibet Act, and it now heads to President Joe Biden for a signature to become law, Radio Free Asia reported. Along with McCaul, Pelosi, a member of the US delegation, expressed her enthusiasm by saying, "It's very exciting to be here," emphasizing the delegation's goal to support the Resolve Tibet Act and visit the Dalai Lama. The legislation disputes Beijing's claim that Tibet has been part of China since ancient times and calls on China to stop spreading disinformation about the history of Tibet, the Tibetan people, and the Tibetan institutions, including the Dalai Lama. It also urges China to start negotiations with the Dalai Lama, Tibet's spiritual leader, and other Tibetan leaders regarding Tibet's governance. No formal talks between the two sides have occurred since 2010. The 7-member visiting US delegation includes Michael McCaul, chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Nancy Pelosi, Speaker Emerita, Marinette Miller-Meeks, Georgi Meeks, member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Nicole Malotaxis, Jim McGovern, and Amy Berra.